Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you wherever you are watching. Today, I plan to recreate this clothes. I love it so much, and I think I can do it. There's no pattern anywhere online, so with the knowledge I have already for crochet, I think I can figure out how to do. So this video I filmed it because it was my first time trying it, so I made a lot of mistakes, but yeah, I still showed you guys the exact way to do it. So if you want to know how to go about achieving this, then you should watch. So we're going to start with granny squares. There are two types of granny squares on that outfit. Because I do not want this video to be long, let me know if you want me to teach how to make a granny square, but it's everywhere on YouTube. For me to make this video shorter and get straight to the point, I have to cut out the part I showed you how to make granny square, but I'm going to put a pattern I was following. I found it on Pinterest. I was actually looking at it while making this granny square, so hopefully it will be helpful to you as well. As you are learning how to make a granny square, you need to pay attention, detailed attention, and understand the formula and everything, because that is the same method they use to patch all these granny squares together. These three granny squares right here are going to be at the front. They'll be covering the breast part, and what I did here is basically simple, which is single crocheting it round to join them together. I want to believe we can all do a single crochet. At this point, I try to see how I can join all this together. That armpit part was looking a bit harsh. I said to start from the other side before the armpit, so this is how it's done. First of all, I attach the yarn on this other granny squares that has no holes on it. Then, the same way we did on the granny square. If you really know how to make a granny square, this shouldn't confuse you. And the only mistake I made right here was chaining up 2 afterwards. Me myself, I forgot that it was a granny square and it's supposed to be chaining up 1 if it's not in the 4 corners. So if you're watching this video, make sure you're not chaining up 2, you're chaining up 1. So after crocheting double crochet 3 double crochets inside a chain space, I then count 4. I don't know what I was doing was right, but I was trying to count what I saw in the picture. I later realized that people that created that clothes actually counted what they were doing, but I didn't count anything. I was just following what I think I was seeing on the picture. Okay, this other plain granny square that has no chain spaces, I made 9 rows. Okay, then the other one that has a lot of chain spaces, I made it 8 rows, so making it almost like, I think if you count it, they are equal. Like if you are skipping 3, they will be equal. So I was skipping 4 instead of making it 3 and then chaining 1. But it's okay, now you're watching, you can correct that. After making this, I felt inspired to create my own pattern and do what I think should be it, not what I saw in the picture, how I feel it should look like. So stay tuned for that. If after making that and people like it, I will create a tutorial on my own pattern. But for now, let's focus on this one. So we are at the armpit area now. If you zoom into the picture I was looking at, they made 3 double crochet, they then crochet 1 double crochet, then 3 double crochet again. That was them trying to make it fit into that part, make the granny squares fit together, because they are not equal at that part. So I tried to follow their own what they did, but it didn't match with mine. I didn't like how it looks. It has no fitting at all. So I had to lose it and start from beginning. That was when I counted their own work and counted mine to see where I can make amend to get my own size, to get what to suit my own work. In attaching things, like in attaching granny squares, you need to be keeping count. I'm not the type to count my work, but this definitely make me to start counting. And I think I need to make it a habit to count because it was a lot of maths and counting. Okay. Yeah, so I counted everything and I noticed that I only had to make one increase. Yeah, I'm going to quickly stop talking, but the part that was challenging for me that I later figured out on my own was when joining the four corners. Joining the body part wasn't that hard, but it was just those four corners, those shells, that was a bit confusing for me. It wasn't hard, but just confusing for me. But I figured that out, and if you know how to make a granny square, this shouldn't be difficult for you. I just don't really know how to do it. That is all for this video. If you plan on making this, just do not overthink it. I know the picture looks a little bit complicated, but don't overthink it. Just start and you'll see yourself getting it. It's not that hard. Just understand granny square, because everything is basically done by the same pattern of the granny square. So just understand granny square and you're good to go.